this fight. Can't land the jab there. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Punch, counter punch. Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
Well, Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting, fighter on fight.
There's a counter shot. Perfect counter lands. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Both men step back for just a moment. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring.
And there's the bell for round two. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nothing like a little taunting to get your opponent riled up. Fighters always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light, concentrate.
Beautiful counter punch. Nice count. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Loma in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute.
The bell rings and we start the third. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punching. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. neither fighter willing to slow down. Catch and shoot. That jab won't score. Nice counter. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without it.
Here we go to the fourth round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well done with that counter shot. Just missed with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Good counter punch. Lomachenko is buzzed. Clearly his opponent was too much for him and he's thrown in the towel. So there you have it. It is official now, and that